Out of the 26 executive orders that President Trump signed on his first day in the Oval Office, one of the most discussed orders in the media was the renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. About 3 weeks after that order was signed, on the 11th of February, when reporters from various media outlets gathered at the Oval Office to cover a press conference by President Donald Trump, a journalist from the Associated Press was stopped from entering the White House and was told that he is not allowed to come to the press briefing going on in the Oval Office because the Associated Press was still using the term Gulf of Mexico instead of Gulf of America. During a recent press briefing, it was asked if the White House is blocking entry of media outlets just for not using the language that this administration prefers, then doesn't it raise question on the independence of media? Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt replied,
"If we feel that there are lies being pushed by outlets in this room, we are going to hold those lies accountable. And it is a fact that the body of water off the coast of Louisiana is called the Gulf of America. And I'm not sure why news outlets don't want to call it that. And Apple has recognized that. Google has recognized that. Pretty much every other outlet in this room has recognized that body of water as the Gulf of America. And it's very important to this administration that we get that right, not just for people here at home, but also for the rest of the world."
In her reply, Karoline also added that no media outlet has the absolute right to ask the president questions. The chance to ask questions is given on an invitation basis, and the White House exclusively reserves the right to decide which outlets should be given the chance to ask questions.
And nobody has the right to go into the Oval Office and ask the President of the United States questions. That's an invitation that is given. And there are hundreds of outlets on this campus, many of you in this room who don't have the privilege of being part of that pool every single day and getting to ask the President questions. We reserve the right to decide who gets to go into the Oval Office, and you all have credentials to be here, including the Associated Press, who is in this briefing room today.